All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to get ready here for the Householder Dirt Street Stocks Christmas Clash. Little bit of a Christmas money race going on here tonight, man. We got some money on the line, and these drivers are hungry for the payday as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here in just a few more moments. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it, baby. Let's go. Oh! Let's get it! Oh! Street stocks! Woohoo! Let's go, Dakota! Let's go, my boy. There we go. We need to get some pumped up music going. We need to get pumped up. We need to get ready to rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we need to do. We need to get ready to rock and roll, baby. Oh! Alright, where am I looking here? I gotta find this again, chat. I gotta find where I'm looking. Woo! Yo, TTV Prince and John. Hi, how you doing, Prince John? How you doing? Coming in, showing that love over on Twitch. Mr. Matty Fletcher, what is good, Matt? What is good, my boy? What is good, homie? How you doing? Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button, as we're going to get ready to go rocking and rolling here in just a few more moments. A little bit of dirt street stock action. Let's get it, baby! Woo! Let's go, chat! Let's go! Oh, Ty, or Bryce, you know it. You know it, my boy. Is this the streamer all the kids are talking about? You know it, homie. You know it. You know it, my boy. You know this is where the show is at on a weekly and nightly basis, man. This is where the show is at. This is the home of the real iRacing right here on Facebook Gaming. Peacemaker Gaming right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the show is at. Yo, Kurt Etheridge coming in with that like on the stream. Brenda Stockton coming in with that like. Ty Dickinson coming in with that like. Matt Fletchel coming in with that heart reaction. What is good? What is good, Maddie? Carrie Spears coming in with that like as well. Ryan Holland. What is good, Holland? What is good, my boy? Mr. Holland coming in, showing that love as well. What is good, homie? Bryce Dickinson with that like. Cameron Campbell coming in, smashing that share. Wyatt Walker coming in with that like. William Hargraves coming in with that like. Amanda Means coming in, smashing that like as well. Ladies and gentlemen, you see these dirt street stocks out on the racetrack. That means we're going to get ready to rock and roll here in just a few more moments. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Here we go. This is what it's all about right here. A little bit of money on the line. These drivers are about to lay it all out there as they try to pick up a little bit of an extra payday, a little bit of extra cash in their pocket. You see a couple drivers out on the racetrack quickly already trying to get a little bit of last-second practice in. You see the zero ride of Kyle Jarrett out there. Seth Castle, Lon Franks. That's going to do it for practice. Practice is over, ladies and gentlemen. That means we're going to get ready for some lone qualifying. These drivers are going to jump out onto the racetrack, and they are going to try and lay down the fastest lap that they most possibly can, so that way they can park their rides down here in that pole position to start heat race number 1. Actually, as you see the 157 ride of Drew Hopkins out there on the racetrack. Drew, one of the first drivers out on the racetrack here for qualifying. See him working that high side groove. Drew doing a great job up there on that high side already. We're gonna turn the music down a little bit here, just so you guys can hear a little bit better. There we go. There we go. Dig mode engage. Let's go. Pick up a dub. Let's go, Cameron. Let's go, my boy. That's exactly what we want to see. That's exactly what we want to see, my boy. We want to see all you drivers digging out there on the racetrack, trying to pick up the checkered flag here this evening. Yo, Rusty Bilger coming in, smashing that follow button, becoming a brand new follower, a brand new member of the Peacemaker crew. Welcome to the family, Rusty. Welcome to the Peacemaker fam. Johnny O. Walker Jr. coming in with that like as well. Bradley Means coming in with that like and the share. Kobe Ely coming in with that like on the stream as well. Cody Myers coming in, smashing that like as well. What's up, Aaron? What is up, Cody? What is up, my boy? See Cam Campbell out there on the racetrack right now, but currently the car with the quickest lap time is the 7 machine, a Seb Castle. Castle's still got a lot of drivers. They're going to be digging right there at his heels. We see Kobe Ely out there now in the 06 ride. William Hargraves in the 71 machine out there as well. Then we see Thornton Zimmerman in that 003 machine. He's out there trying to lay down a quick lap time. James Stockton as well. Joshua Ringer out there as well. Chris Hill jumping out into the racetrack as well in that 100 machine. Slick looking Dirty South Speed Shop number 100 as he's going to try to jump to the top of the scoreboard, but it's going to be all James Stockton. Stockton in that Mecca Motorsports number 37 ride takes the top spot with the quickest lap time on the racetrack. Blake Doyle's going to jump up there. He's going to snag that 3rd spot in that KC Speedworks number 38 ride as Blake Doyle now up into 3rd, and Chris Hill, Kyle Jarrett now into the top spot. Kyle Jarrett in that Get a Bumper Motorsports House of Speed. Cocky Floyd Consulting number 0 quickly jumps up to the top of the speed charts. Man, a quick lap time, a 19.75. 1/100th of a second between 1st place and 3rd place out there on the racetrack. That is some very, very close racing out there, ladies and gentlemen. Those guys are right on top of each other as we're going to get ready here. For heat race number 1. Heat race number 1 about to get underway. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button if you're new here, as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing in just a few more moments. But every single like, comment, share on the stream will help push this stream out to more and more people. Blow it up in all the groups. Blow it up on your main page. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. Such close times. Yes. Such close times out there. Such close times, man. These guys are crazy close in lap times. And that's going to produce some wicked racing action. Yo, Kevin Gherkin coming in with that share. Johnny Ratley coming in with that like on the stream. Tommy Earnhardt Hughes coming in with that share. Drew Hopkins with that share as well. Reed Sanders coming in with that like and share on the stream. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right at it here as heat race number 1 is about to get underway and starting there on the pole. You see it, it's that 0 ride. It's the Cocky Floyd Consulting Get a Bumper Motorsports House of Speed number 0 ride. That is Kyle Jarrett starting out there in that pole position as these drivers get ready to rock and roll here. Right to his outside, a teammate of his in another one of those House of Speed rides. It's the 100 machine of Chris Hill starting inside of row number 2 in the 157 machine. That is Drew Hopkins, and on the outside of him in the 71 in that Dirt Panda number 71 H ride, that is William Hargraves. Inside of row number 3 in the 1 machine, that is Joshua Ringer. Into his outside in the 06, that is Colby Ely. Starting inside of row number 4, it's the 5 machine of Jeremy Atkins. Into his outside, it's the Memphis Grizzlies ride. It is Tim, the Toolman Taylor. And starting in our final row, in row number 5 in the 45 machine, that is Stephen Barrow? Stephen, I'm probably murdering your last name. I do apologize. And alongside him in the 87 ride, that is Rusty Billinger. Is Billinger rounding out our field here. 10 drivers, 4 transfer through to the A main as we're going to go green flag racing quickly. Kyle Jarrett going to jump out in front. He's going to clear that front row, and he's going to be all by himself down the backstretch. As Kyle Jarrett leads the way, it's Chris Hill in tow trying to hunt him down. Drew Hopkins right there in 3rd, and William Hargraves holding on to that 4th and final transfer spot. But you can see him digging back here deeper in the field. Tim Taylor trying to jump down to the bottom side of the racetrack. This racetrack's still very heavy. Looks like it's not going to cross over, or it's not going to change over here for practice. So this racetrack very well worked over here once again. Very tacky, a lot of good racing lines out there, but man, that bottom side is going to be the fastest way around this racetrack. Kyle Jarrett, he's got that car hooked right up as he's out in front now by about 0.4 of a second down the backstretch over Chris Hill as Hill continues to try to hunt him down. And now Hargraves and Drew Hopkins are going to go side by side. This is for that third position on the racetrack. Colby Ely sees that, and he knows he wants to get up in this fight as there's only one more transfer spot up for grabs here. So he's going to try to jump up there and try to snag one of these spots away from either that 71 H-Ride or the 157 as Kyle Jarrett continuing to be out in front here trying to show these drivers how to get it done. I don't know why that still says one more lap to go. We have a little bit more than that. We're going to refresh that bad boy. Boom. 4 more laps left to go, 3 more this time by as now William Hargraves clears that 157 ride of Drew Hopkins. So Drew Hopkins now on the outside looking in, a little bit of a blink there at a Chris Hill. That's actually going to send Chris Hill back into the grips here of the 71 ride. William Hargraves looking to continue to advance forward here as he tries to work his way up to the next spot. We got a little bit of a funky looking ride actually on Kyle Jarrett as Jarrett with 2 more laps. One side of the car says 37, one side says 0, and the roof says 45. Kyle Jarrett, what do you got going on in this funky monkey number 3745-0 machine? As he comes out of corner number 4, we're going to see the white flag fly. So one more time around for Kyle Jarrett as he's out in front by about 0.6 of a second, but the race is on for that 4th and final transfer spot. Drew Hopkins getting past the 71 H-Ride again for that 3rd spot as they come out of corner number 4. Kyle Jarrett is going to win heat race number 1, and no one's going to be able to jump up there and take one of those final spots away from Chris Hill, Drew Hopkins, or William Hargraves. So those 4 are all going to transfer through into the A main. Everybody else on the outside is going to be they're going to be sitting down. They're going to be sitting down, and they're going to be getting ready for a consolation race because, unfortunately, they do not work their way into the A main from this one right here. You see here, Carrie says, hey, Aaron, do they go by passing points or where you finish? They go by where you finish. They go by where you finish up there. Unfortunately, passing points would be pretty cool. Passing points would be really cool, but unfortunately, they don't go by those. They go by just where you finish. The top 4 continue on. Everyone else, the bottom 6 drivers, unfortunately, go to a consolation race. Yo, Tristan Grape up in the house. Tristan in the house. Maddie's still in here as well. Yo, Dylan Cribbs coming in with that like. Householder Racing, Dirt Street Stock League coming in with that share. James Stockton coming in with that like as well. Kyle Householder with that share as well. Then we see Byler Akey coming in with that like. And then we see Rusty Billinger coming in with that like as well. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. It's heat race number 2 out onto the racetrack and starting on the pole in this one. Get a good look. That is the KC Speedworks number 7 rider, Seth Castle, into his outside. In the Mecca Motorsports number 37, that is James Stockton. Starting in position number 3 in the 38 machine, that is the KC Speedworks number 38 rider, Blake Doyle, into his outside. In the 8 ride, that is Cam Campbell. Starting inside of row number 3, it's the 10 machine, that iRacing iFlag DWR ride of Lon Franks. Into his outside, his teammate in the 2, that is Ty Dickinson. Starting inside of row number 4 in the 003, that is Mr. Thorne Zimmerman. Into his outside in the 002, that is Clifford Bellamy. And rounding out our field in the 0B ride, that is Bradley Meads, as we're going to go green flag racing. The green flag back out in the air here once again for Seth Castle. Seth Castle picking right up where we usually see this 7 ride, and that's up towards the front of the field. But just like Seth Castle has in the past, that internet being a little bit flashy, but you can see these drivers, they got to move on here. They are really starting to drive these things in there a lot deeper than what we saw in heat race number 1. These guys know that they got to make some quick moves if they want to be able to try to jump up into the top 4 and transfer through to the A main. They do not want to be sitting in one of those spots that they have to go to a consolation race. And you can see the pressure starting to build as Lon Franks currently in that 4th and final transfer spot, but he's got Cam Campbell right there to his outside. Thorne Zimmerman trying to work his way to the back bumper as well as these guys continue to battle. These guys, you can throw a blanket over them. 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Everyone behind Seth Castle, basically all within, you know, a couple feet of each other as these guys are throwing some crazy moves and some contact. Around goes the 37 ride. Clifford Bellamy in there. Lon Franks almost goes around. Cam Campbell collected, and the caution flag flies for our first caution flag of the evening. A heartbreak there for Lon Franks, the 8 ride, as they were both trying to work their way into the show. Fortunately, Ty Dickinson, Bradley Means all kind of getting a piece of that one as we're going to take a look back and see how this all unfolded. It all starts right here in corner number 1. You see the 38 ride go for a big slide job. Lon Franks tries to drive in there too. They go a little 3 wide and they just run out of racing room. James Stockton getting a big piece of that one. A tough break for the Mecca Motorsports driver in that 37 ride. Cam Campbell pointed the wrong direction. So was it Clifford Bellamy. With just an innocent bystander, had nowhere to go in that one, and unfortunately drives right into it. So a tough break there for Clifford Bellamy as well. We'll jump right on to the, go right into the cockpit here with Clifford. Clifford is down on the bottom side. Sees these guys starting to make contact, and then right into the driver's side door of that 37 ride. Nowhere to go, no time to make a move. So a tough break there for Mr. Clifford Bellamy as he's going to be a little bit deeper in the field here, but we're going to get ready to stack them back up. We're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Hit that share button. And if you're new here, hit that follow button as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing as it is still Seth Castle out in front in that black and orange number 7 machine. He's got Blake Doyle, Lon Franks, and Ty Dickinson right there behind him. Thorne Zimmerman, Clifford Bellamy, Bradley Means, and James Stockton all right there ready to pounce and try to work their way back into the top 4 as the pace truck has the lights turned off. He's going to make the hard left-hand turn back down pit lane, and we're gonna get ready to rock and roll here once again. These drivers back to the loud pedal as the green flag back out in the air. Seth Castle with a great restart, quickly clearing about 1, maybe 2 car lengths down into corner number 1, but Lon Franks and Blake Doyle trying to stay right there with them. Side by side for that 4th and final transfer spot. Ty Dickinson up there on the high side. Zimmerman down on the bottom. It's neck and neck as they go across the start-finish line as these drivers continue to duke it out here. Man, oh man, we are in for a treat, man. If this is how close this racing action is going to be for the rest of the night, then we are in for a treat as Seth Castle out of corner number 4 is going to get 2 more laps left to go, but he's got Lon Franks right there on his back bumper as the bottom side starting to fade away. That middle to high side starting to come in. A few drivers getting a little bit extra momentum out of that one as you see Ty Dickinson now up into that 4th and final transfer spot as we're going to see the white flag flying one more time around here for the 7 machine. So 1 more lap for Seth Castle as he heads down the backstretch into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. Lon Franks can't get there. 1, 2, and 3. And 4 are all going to cross the start-finish line and transfer through into the A-main. Seth Castle, Lon Franks, Blake Doyle, and Ty Dickinson are all going to transfer through to the A-main. But I do believe we are going to actually skip. We are actually going to skip our C-main and B-main. Looks like everybody is going to get an opportunity to race for the big money here tonight. We're going to have every single driver join this field for the A-main feature event, and they're going to jump out there right here, right now for a little bit of a warm-up session. So that means we can go through a little bit more of these drivers as we see Cam Campbell out there in the 8 ride, Kyle Jarrett once again out there. Kyle still sporting that very opposite-ended ride. It's a little bit of a two-faced looking ride there, as opposite colors on both ends of it, but numbers are all askew on that machine. That one definitely will get you guessing as a as a commentator. You don't know whether or not to call him the 45, the 37, or the 0 ride, but from 3 different angles, he's got 3 different numbers. See William Hargraves right there behind him as well on that 71H ride, that Dirt Panda Bibs Liquor, number 71H, as he's out there on the racetrack. Joshua Ringer out there as well in the R1 machine. That's a pretty plain and simple looking ride right there. That one's pretty easy to remember. Colby Ely out there as well. Drew Hopkins, you see Bellinger right there in front of him. Jeremy Atkins out there as well in the 5 ride. A lot of good drivers. Bradley Means back out onto the racetrack. Bradley looking to have a good run here tonight. These guys are looking to try to pick up the checkered flag, as there's a lot of money on the line here. There's some good money, and these drivers are they're pumped. They're pumped. They're ready to go. They're ready to get after it. Yo, Darcy Grant coming in with that like at the share. What is good, Darcy? Garrett Marshall coming in, smashing that like as well. What is good, Garrett? Drew Hopkins Racing coming in with that share. Josh Ringer coming in with that share as well. Clipper Bellamy coming in with that share. Brianne coming in with that like. Bo Akey coming in with that like as well. Bo, how you doing? Coming in, smashing that like button as well. Brianne, how's it going, my girl? Coming in, smashing that like as well. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Kyle, Mr. Householder in the house. Let's go, baby. Hey, Aaron, when you got 2 or more cars in a wreck, do they all go to the back? Depends on the league. Yeah, exactly. Depends on the league. Some will, some don't. This group will send them to the rear. Exactly. It's all down to basically, you know, the admins or the race officials, where they can make a call on it, right? If they think, you know, it's just a racing deal, then it's kind of like 50-50. They'll either, you know, they'll move them to the back or whatever else, or, you know, if they're really just trying to stay out of a wreck and they get ran over and collected after the caution flags already came out, then most of the time they will give them their position back. But it's a little bit of give or take. It's a little bit of give or take there. Alexandria Ely coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, Alexandria coming in, showing that love. Steering craft out in the heat. Oh no, Tim, are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? No shot, homie, no shot. Hopefully it's good, man. Hopefully you got it going again. Hopefully it's better to go. I wouldn't want to see him miss this, man. I wouldn't want to see that Memphis Grizzlies ride not be out of there on the racetrack, homie. Hey, Aaron, what are they racing for tonight? What are they racing for tonight? That is a good question. That is a good question. Let me see here. Looks like $70 to the winner. It looks like everyone's going to get, basically the top 10 are going to get payouts here. So we got $70 to the winner, 40 for second, 25 for third, 20 for fourth, 15 for fifth, and then 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th are all going to get their entry fees back. And then a $20 hard charger thanks to TC Race Cars and Householder Racing. And then we're also going to get a $10 fast time because of Householder Rentals coming in and putting up $10 for the fast time award, and an extra $10 for the 8th place car thanks to James Stockton. So James Stockton coming in with an extra $10 as well for anyone that finishes there in that 8th position. And I also see down here now is that Sweet Tea Gang will donate $10 to the highest place finisher with the least amount of incident points. So if you have 0 and you finish last and no one else has 0, you get it. Woo! Okay, so a little bit of extra money if you can keep it nice and clean and green and try to stay out of the wrecks and everything else. A little bit of extra money thanks to Sweet Tea Gang out there on the racetrack. That's pretty dope. That is pretty dope. Racing every Thursday night starting December 22nd. Starting December 22nd. Aaron, I'm trying to keep you, I'm trying to keep up on it for you. I see that, Bryce. I see that, my boy. Much appreciated, homie. I'll usually try to go back through them, create some conversation throughout it, but good to see the, you know, the mods in here. Good to see the mods in here. Ty as well. I don't know why Ty still hasn't gotten his mod request. I've sent it to him like 50 times. Mr. Ty should be a mod as well. Wishing I was in the race. Didn't make it in time. No, Darcy, my boy. That is rough. That is rough, homie. Yo, Adam. Oh my gosh, Adam. I'm going to murder your last name. Carousel? Carlisi? Aw, man, Adam, I'm gonna murder your last name, bro. I'm gonna murder it. Thanks for coming in, smashing that like on the stream, my dude. Thanks for smashing that like. Fixed it, I think. Rolling out now, baby. Starting way back there. Starting way back there. Some cheering on some Kyle Jarrett fans up in the chat as well. Carlisle. I think it's Carlisle. Is it Carlisle? Carlisle. It should be Carlisle. Yeah, Carlisle. Thanks, Ty. It took me a minute to, for that to register in my brain. That's how my brain works, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it's spot on. Sometimes I need a minute or two, you know? Sometimes I need that minute or two. All right, we see Tim Taylor back out onto the racetrack as well in that Memphis Grizzlies number 99 ride. That is good to see him back out on the racetrack, and he's laid down a pretty quick lap time as well. Tim Taylor up there with the 4th fastest lap time in this practice session. So Timmy looks like he's got a good ride, a good setup here for this race. But right now it's William Hargraves, Kyle Jarrett in that 45-0 in 37B machine. In second, Colby Ely in the 06 ride in that 3rd spot in the time charts. Tim Taylor there in 4th, Drew Hopkins, James Stockton, Joshua Ringer, Jeremy Atkins, Blake Doyle, and Bradley Means rounding out our top 10 as it looks like practice here. Our warm-up session is over, and that means we're going to get ready here for a little bit of we're going to get ready for firing this one up, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to get some tunes going. These drivers are going to load up into the sim, and we're going to get ready for some A main feature racing. Some A main feature about to get underway. Thanks to yeah, I needed the help. I definitely needed the help. Yo, Billy Northcutt coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, Billy? Colton Wilhelm coming in with that like as well. What is good, Colton? Melissa Long coming in, smashing that like. What is good, Melissa? Melissa coming in, smacking that like as well. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in, hit that like button for me. Hit that share button. Hit that follow button. I see 9 followers right now. 9 viewers in here that aren't following. Jump into the chat right now with exclamation mark followage, and you can see if you're following the channel or not. And if you also jump in with exclamation mark notify, exclamation mark notify will give you superpowers. As we're gonna get ready here for our starting lineup, ladies and gentlemen. You came here for a show, well, here you go. All right, as these drivers start to roll around the racetrack, starting in the pole position, in the 0 ride, the 45 machine of Kyle Jarrett, in that Get Up Bumper Motorsports, House of Speed number 37B, whichever number he goes by, starting in the pole position. To his outside in the 7 ride, the Next Level Racing, Alpha Race Designs, NH Lens number 7 to Steph Castle. Starting in position number 3 in that Dirty South Speed Shop, House of Speed number 100, that is Chris Hill into his outside. It's Lon Franks in that DWR number 10 machine. Starting in position number 5 in the 157-ish, Drew Hopkins into his outside in the 38 machine, that is Blake Doyle. Starting inside a row number 4, it is William Hargraves in the 71 to his outside, the 2 of Ty Dickinson. Then we see Colby Ely and Thornton Zimmerman there in 9th and 10, Clifford Bellamy, Joshua Ringer, Bradley Means, Jeremy Atkins, Shane Stockton, Tim Taylor, Cam Campbell, Stephen Barrow, and Rusty Bellinger, as we're going to end all the anticipation with our feature presentation. Quickly, Kyle Jarrett out in front as he puts that pedal to the metal, and he leads them down the backstretch. Kyle Jarrett out in front here early on in this one is that 45 ride, showing why he is one of the top dirt street stock drivers in iRacing, as he is quickly out in front and trying to run away with this one, as he's got the 7 machine right there glued to his back bumper, about a car length in between them, but Seth Castle sticking right there as you see a little bit of a battle going on deeper in the field. Bradley Means trying to jump up there, but you see him 3 wide. Right there behind him is that Mega Motorsports number 37 ride of James Stockton. Tries to work his way through the field, but he's got a lot of cars to try to pass. And here comes Tim Taylor as well. Tim Taylor right there trying to work his way forward as well. Some more battling around the racetrack as you see the 157 ride of Drew Hopkins all over the back bumper here of Chris Hill. Hill having a little bit of company, but here comes William Hargraves down to the bottom side. The 157 ride slips up, and the 38 thought about it for a second. He was thinking about trying to make him 3 wide there out of corner number 4, but he decided that, you know what, that probably wasn't the best idea to get going this early on in the race. So he's going to hold off just ever so slightly as we got a lot of laps left to go. Colby Healy right there in position number 8 as he's got Ty Dickinson in Thorne Zimmerman right there on his back bumper. These guys all try to battle around the racetrack, doing a great job so far, keeping it clean and green. They've done 7 laps this time by without an incident, no drivers going around. Everyone trying to keep their cars as clean as possible as they want to pick up that extra $10 payday. We see a little bit of contact behind here as there it is. A little bit of contact as the 38 machine of Blake Doyle trying to open up the door here to work his way underneath of the 157. Can't quite get there as that high side once again proven to be very, very good. So he's going to get a good drive off. Drew Hopkins going to try to hunt back down that 71H ride of William Hargraves as Hargraves has jumped up there into that 4th position, but still out in front. It's all Kyle Jarrett as Jarrett continues to lead the way, but he's only got about 2 car lengths still between himself and Seth Castle. Castle sticking right there with them, and these two looks like they might have a good battle. I mean, from this side of the car, it's the 37 and the 7 ride. But Kyle Jarrett out in front in that 2-faced, multi-numbered, multi-colored number 45 or the 0 or the 37 ride. I'm not sure which number he wants to go by, but he's got company as here comes Castle. Seth Castle right there, tagging along with him. Seth Castle doing a great job sticking right there with that 45 machine. They've started to put a little bit of a gap there between themselves and Chris Hill, but Hill keeping pace, same with the rest of the top 5-6 drivers, as they all continue to try to work back up towards our leader, William Hargraves. Trying to take a look down low here on the 100 machine of Chris Hill. As they battle, starting to break off in a little bit of tandems here as they start to go 2 by 2 by 2 here. Drew Hopkins and Blake Doyle battling there for a top 5 side by side. Lon Franks right there behind them trying to jump up into this fight. Colby Ely trying to jump up there as well in the 06 ride. Thornton Zimmerman there in 9th and Ty Dickinson there in position number 10. Then we see Bradley Means. Oh no, Ty Dickinson around Bradley Means into it. We're going to see our first caution flag. There it is, our first caution flag of the evening. Ty Dickinson goes around. He's not going to get his own money for being that highest place driver with the most, with the least amount of incident points, as he's going to get the first set of incident points there for sure out of this one. And unfortunately for Bradley Means, as he drives right into the side of him. So it looks like Ty just gets into the outside wall right there at the flag stand. Tim Taylor's going to get a good piece of that as well. Ringer just barely getting on the binders there to avoid that one. That was close. Rev it up, yo, Behold the Lemons. What's good? What is good, Behold the Lemons? How you doing, my girl? Coming in, showing that love as well. How you doing? How you doing? I feel that's a lie. You feel it's a lie? I feel it's a lie, too. I feel it's a lie, too, my girl. I feel it's a lie. Facebook doing Facebook things. You know, they always do that. They always do that crap. You always got to try to remember people that, you know, they got to hit that follow button. They got to hit that share and that notify as well. Yo, Melissa Law coming in with that like. Behold the Lemons coming in with that like as well. Susie Dickinson, my girl. Mama Bear coming in with that like on the stream. See Bradley Means driving around the rest of the field here. He is going to get I do believe he's going to get his lap back here. He's going to take that ride down pit side. We'll take another look at this one right from the cockpit here. Really nothing Bradley can do to avoid this one as the 2 ride just hits that wall. There's nowhere to go. Tim Taylor right there driving into his back bumper, throwing him in there a little bit deeper. And that's a tough break for the Zero machine of Bradley Means, as he's going to have to be restarting here deep in this one. A tough break there for him. As we're going to get him lined back up and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. It actually looks like our officials have given Bradley Means his position back, so he's going to stay right there in 10th position. And unfortunately, Ty Dickinson is going to be the one driver at the rear of the field out of that incident, as everybody's going to hold on to their spots there. Just unfortunately getting collected in the mistake from that 2 machine, that DWR iRacing iFlag number 2 ride. Bringing out caution flag number 1. Kyle Jarrett still out in front, but he's had Seth Castle right there on his back bumper for most of this race. Chris Hill, William Hargraves, Drew Hopkins, and Blake Doyle have all been right there within striking distance. As really, I thought that 45 ride of Kyle Jarrett would have been able to jump out in front and really pull away, but unfortunately, he just couldn't quite get there. All these drivers just way too close in lap times. It looks like we're going to get them stacked back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Great save, Josh Ringer. That was a great save there from that 1 ride. That was a wicked save. A good job by him getting onto the binders and avoiding some heavy contact there. That was a heck of a move, a heck of a run right there. I'm good. Hope you're doing good too. Oh, behold the lemons. I am always doing good, my girl. I'm always doing good. Maybe only from the personal. I swear I've done both, but rather late than never. Exactly. It is what it is, my girl. It is what it is. I know you've been here. I know you've been showing that love. You know, it's all there, my girl. It's all there. It's all there. I love it. Are these real players or sims? These are real racers, but obviously fake cars. They're fake cars, but real racers behind the wheel of them. As this is iRacing, and it's the biggest racing simulator out there in the world, as we are back to green flag racing. Kyle Jarrett once again back down on the loud pedal. This time, Chris Hill trying to stay right there down low on the bottom side of Seth Castle for that 2nd spot on the racetrack, and some more contact a little bit deeper there as the 38 ride stuck in the middle. They're 3 wide back there. That's about the 6th, 7th, 8th position, and they're going to try to go 3 wide right behind them as they're going to go 3 by 3 by 3 here for a little while down the backstretch. The 10 ride of Lon Frank trying to work his way towards the front of the field as he slides around a couple of these guys on the high side. Tim the Toolman Taylor in the 99 ride, that Memphis Grizzlies ride, still working the bottom side of the racetrack, slowly but surely. He's worked his way up inside the top 10. Tim had a great run there in the heat race, lost his steering wheel. Unfortunate break for him in the heat race, had to start deep in this one, but here he is working his way back up towards the front of the field. But out in front, Kyle Jarrett once again trying to open up a little bit of a gap between himself and Seth Castle, but now it's the 100 rider, Chris Hill, slipping up, going a little bit too high on corner exit in corner number 2, and he's going to lose position number 3 now to that 157 ride of Drew Hopkins, as we get our 2nd caution flag of the race. The 2nd caution flag coming out here. We're going to take a look back. Oh no. Maybe a little bit of a curse there that we gave him. Maybe a little bit of a curse that we gave him, Melissa, as unfortunately looks like Josh Ringer is going to bring out this caution flag. That 1 ride and Ty Dickinson come together there. Looks like maybe something busted in the front right of the number 1 machine. Tough break there. We're going to play it back a little bit farther, as maybe a little bit of extra contact there into the corner off the bumper of the 37 ride. Pushes the 1 car off the racetrack, and fortunate for Ty Dickinson, he had nowhere to go in that one, getting some more damage to that machine as well. Caution flag number 2 coming out. We're going to get them stacked back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag or racing. Looks like Joshua Ringer going to get put to the back of the field here. A tough break for the one ride. Just couldn't quite avoid that contact. I think he would have been good, but once Ty Dickinson kind of got into him, just kind of locked up the binders and tried to avoid any additional contact to save that car, and that's what brings out our caution flag. So we're going to get him stacked back up, and we're going to get ready to try this one again. But ladies and gentlemen, I know that the cars are fake. The cars are fake. The cars are fake, Field 11s. But yeah, they're real people that are racing them, yes. They are real people that are racing them. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump into a crank it up session. So crank up that volume, cheer on your favorite driver as we're going to crank it up here with this restart. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that gosh heckin' follow button. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen, as we're back to green flag racing. guys put on one heck of a show for us, baby. These guys put on one heck of a show for us. As Kyle Jarrett still out in front, continuing to lead the way here in that 45 machine. Kyle Jarrett has company as he's got 3 drivers right there nipping at his heels, trying to find a way to get around that 45 ride as he continues to stay out in front. But man, oh man, oh man, that rear view mirror is full as they're going to go 3 wide for the second spot right there behind them. 3 wide into corner number 2 for position number 3. It's Doyle right there in the middle. William Hargraves down on the bottom side. And Seb Castle up on the high side. This is exactly what Kyle Jarrett wanted to see. He did not want to see these guys catch back up to his rear bumper. He wanted to see them go 3 wide there for quite a while so he could try and work his way away from these drivers as they are right there nipping at his heels as they continue to go 2-3 wide. Drew Hopkins in the 157 machine, slowly but surely working his way up towards the front of the field. Chris Hill right there in position number 6. Bradley Means slowly but surely working his way towards the front as that 0 ride has worked his way up into 7th. He's got Lon Franks right there to his inside. Clifford Bellamy there in 9th with Cam Campbell there rounding out our top 10. So the top 10 are in the money. Everybody on the outside looking in, unfortunately, not in the money here tonight as every one of these drivers wants to try to get that little bit of an extra payday here with Christmas right around the corner. But we're going to get our 3rd caution flag of the evening as the caution flag coming back out here. Let's get a round of applause here and some huge GGs up in the chat here for all of these drivers, man. That was some wicked, wicked racing there. A good green flag run. We saw a lot of good side-by-side battling, and we saw a lot of these drivers, you know, continuing to beat and bang, but we do see Thornton Zimmerman. What happens here? Oh, looks like Tim Taylor and Thornton Zimmerman are going to come together here. The 9, oh no, Thornton gets up into the outside wall. Tim Taylor, unfortunately, nowhere to go. That's going to send the 003 ride right over the fence there. As it looks like he just gets up into the outside wall, maybe pinched up a little bit high from the 10 machine of Lon Franks here. Oh, maybe just a little bit, then innocent bystander, the 99 ride, and then the screen goes black as the 003 goes over the catch fence and straight back down to pit side here. So a tough break there for Thorne. He was having a good run just up inside the top 10, trying to battle for a couple more positions there, and unfortunately now going to be off the racetrack, and that is really going to hurt his odds at trying to win this race as he's going to have to come back out here. He's going to have to pass a lot of race cars to try to get back towards the front as he's going to get one of his laps back here. Try to get him back onto the lead lap as he works his way around our leaders. So we're going to get him stacked back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Kyle Jarrett still out in front. Jarrett continuing to do the thing. He's continuing to keep that ride out in front. Billy Northcott, what is good, Billy? What is good, my boy? That's dope. We got to get some street races going. Yes, behold the lemons, 100% we do. 100% we do, my girl. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to green flag racing here. Kyle Jarrett out in front. Jarrett trying to pull away with this one here as he's led every lap so far. We're just a little over halfway done and a little bit less than halfway to go. Kyle Jarrett knows exactly what he needs to do to get the job done, but he's got Seth Castle, Blake Doyle, William Hargraves, and Drew Hopkins right there behind him, trying to work their way around that 45 ride, trying to figure out a way to beat him to the start-finish line here. It doesn't matter if it's the 50th lap, the 55th lap. It has to be that 60th lap, as they know that it's the only one that matters. It's that last lap that counts the most. And all these drivers are trying to give themselves the best opportunity they can and trying to pick up as big of a payday as they can out there on the racetrack. As they're going to go almost 3 wide here once again. for that second spot on the racetrack is Seth Castle. Up there on the high side, he's got the 71H of William Hargraves right there on his back bumper. Hargraves is going to clear the 38. He's going to drive it down to the bottom. Here we go. Some of the big money racers showing up here in this one as Hargraves now the man on the move up into third, and he's looking for more. He's going to close the door on Seth Castle. Castle up the hill. They're going to go 3 wide back there for 4. As now Seth Castle deep in this one after the contact. The slide job from the 71H that puts Hargraves now into second, but Seth Castle back into 6th. Blake Doyle right there in position number 3 as he's right on the back bumper of the 71H ride. Now Doyle's going to take a look down low here in corner number 1. Bradley Means has worked his way into the top 5 now, as well as he works to the outside of Drew Hopkins. Hopkins going to stay down on the bottom side here in that 157 machine. Here comes Seth Castle trying to work his way back up towards the front as we get a good battle right behind these guys. That's Lon Frank still trying to work his way around Chris Hill. Lon Frank's up on the high side. He's going to get a little bit of a bumper here to the back bumper from the 000 of Clifford Bellamy, and then we see Cam Campbell rounding out our top 10. Colby Ely right there in 11th. Ty Dickinson there in position number 12. James Stockton and Tim Taylor back there in 13th and 14th. Figured both of these drivers would have been able to work their way up towards the front of the field here, but that's just how stiff the competition is. Josh Ringer right there in 15th. Rusty Bellinger right there in position number 16. And we see the 45 ride of Stephen Barrow there in position number 17. Thorne Zimmerman, unfortunately, still down a lap, and it looks like Jeremy Atkins and Wyatt Walker, unfortunately, not starting this one, as we started 18 drivers, and we got about 15 more laps left to go here. They cross the start-finish line. It's still Kyle Jarrett out in front as Jarrett continues to lead the way in that Get a Bumper Motorsports. Hockey Floyd Consulting, Dig KR1, House of Speed number 45 or the 0 or the 37B. I'm not sure which number he goes by on this paint scheme, as he's got 3 different ones out there, but one driver that's only got one number. It's the guy right there behind him. It's the 71H of William Hargraves trying to hunt him down. Then we see Blake Doyle right there in 3rd, and we're going to get our caution flag coming back out. Here's the caution flag coming back out. For the 4th time here tonight, we're going to have to take a look back and see what happens, as it looks like Colby Ely and Ty Dickinson, unfortunately Ty getting collected in another one. It's Chris Hill. Oh, everyone kind of runs out of room there. Ty with a big hit there, going upside down. You see that car just rolling back over. It all starts with Colby Ely, I do believe, and the 100 ride of Chris Hill. Possibly a good shot to the back bumper. Gets the 06 ride a little bit loose. As he does that, he gets up into that outside wall cutout, and then just all 3 of them get collected. So Ty Dickinson really getting the worst of that one, going upside down and going for a wild, wild ride there. I don't think Ty even saw what was happening, as we'll jump right on board here with the new machine. It's a face full of dirt. That is a tough talk break there for the Evil One Graphics Peacemaker Gaming number 2 machine of Ty Dickinson, as that's the 3rd wreck he's unfortunately been collected in or gotten a piece of. So a tough break there for Ty, and a tough break here for the rest of our field, as that's going to stack us all back up, and we're going to get ready to go back at it here once again. We're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Kyle Jarrett still trying to hold these guys off. He's led every lap so far, and he does not want that to change. He wants to keep that 45 machine at the front of the field here all night long and come home with that nice little bit of a payday here. As the caution flag is gonna be over, and we're gonna go back to green flag racing. I believe this time by pace truck gonna make the hard left-hand turn. No, looks like we're gonna get one more lap here. One more lap under the caution flag. We're gonna wait for everyone to kind of catch back up to the rest of the field and get all these drivers into the correct positions on the racetrack. Woo. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't surprised. You weren't surprised, Ty? I feel like you were probably a little bit surprised right there, homie. I think you were a little bit surprised right there. I think you were pooping yourself when that happened. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Beal the Lemons. Let's go. I'm going for the underdog. Come on, 71. Oh, she's cheering on Hargraves as we're going to get the green flag here. The green flag back out of the air here once again at Volusia Speedway Park. And it's still Kyle Jarrett out in front. What a big slide job out of the 38 right. That's going to open the door here for the 157 of Drew Hawkins to try to work his way underneath of him. William Hargraves now to the bottom side as the 38 with the preferred line there on the high side here at the corner number 4. Hargraves going to stick it in, drive it in, keep down on the bottom side of 3 and 4. You see some more contact. 7 ride and Bradley Means coming together a little bit. Some more beating and banging around the racetrack as these guys are absolutely trying to do everything they can a little bit deeper in the field here to try to work their way into one of those money positions. Kyle Jarrett out in front, still trying to pull away here out to about a 0.6 of a second lead over Blake Doyle as Doyle and Hargraves continue to battle side by side. It's allowing Kyle Jarrett to slowly but surely pull away, and this is exactly what the 45 machine had in order, as that's exactly what he wanted to see. He wanted to see these drivers behind him duke it out for that second, third, fourth position and allow him to try to run away with this one. As he heads down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4, we're going to get 10 more laps left to go here. 10 more circuits around Volusia. Kyle Jarrett still doing everything he can as now Hargraves is going to give that spot up to Blake Doyle. So Blake Doyle in the 38 ride, that Christmas machine, now up into that second spot. William Hargraves says, I'm not done yet. I'm going to try to battle back strong down here on the bottom side of the racetrack. As they continue to duke it out here, Kyle Jarrett just trying to do everything he can to keep these drivers at bay. Blake Doyle trying to close that gap ever so slightly, lap after lap after lap, bringing it in a little bit closer every single lap here. Doesn't look like Kyle Jarrett is being able to run away with it now that we're single file. But Blake Doyle doing everything he can, trying to catch the back bumper here of that 45 machine. William Hargraves still right there in third. Drew Hopkins in fourth. Then we see Seth Castle was up there in that second spot for a lot of laps earlier on. Getting that little bit of contact, sliding back to about that 6th, 7th position. He's worked his way back inside the top 5. Lon Franks right there in 6th. And then we see the 8 rider, Cam Campbell, starting to work his way towards the front, as well as Campbell up into that 8th position, battling side by side with Bradley Means. Ty Dickinson right there in 9th with James Stockton right there behind him in position number 10. As these guys continue to duke it out, 7 more laps left to go, 6 more this next time past the start finish line, and Kyle Jarrett with about a 0.4 of a second lead here. It's a good run out of corner number 4. He's going to try to stretch that lead out a little bit more as he's doing exactly what he needs to do to keep these drivers at bay. Kyle Jarrett, picture perfect game so far. Can he get it done, ladies and gentlemen? Jump into the chat. Let us know what you think. Does that 45 ride of Kyle Jarrett pick up the checkered flag? He has got 5 more laps, or do we see someone like Blake Doyle or William Hargraves get up there and beat that 45 ride back to the start-finish line? Kyle Jarrett out in front. He's going to cross the start-finish line here with 4 more laps left to go. Everyone pretty strung out around the racetrack. I think the first side-by-side battle is right here. This is for that 9th and 10th spot between James Stockton and Ty Dickinson. You can throw Clifford Bellamy into that picture as well, as they're going to go 3 wide back there in that 10th position, 9th position. as they're going to duke it out right there. The last thing our leaders want to see would be a caution flag, but Stockton, to make that little bit of contact, he's going to lose his momentum, and he's going to slide back to 11. That's Kyle Jarrett. He's nothing but clear track and sunny skies there in front of him, even though it's nighttime. I know he's daydreaming, as he knew he was going to be a good car in this one, but he never thought he'd be able to pick up every single lap lead and have no one really challenge him too much for the lead in this one. As Kyle Jarrett down the backstretch into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4, we're going to see the white flag. This time by, so one more lap as they're wrecking a little bit farther behind them. A bunch of drivers getting collected here. No caution flag. We're going to keep it clean and green. One driver that really got hurt in that one was Ty Dickinson, as he's now out of the money. As Kyle Jarrett down the backstretch into corner number 3. No one can get there as Kyle Jarrett is going to pick up the checkered flag here tonight in this one. Kyle Jarrett in that 0:37:45 ride. I don't know what number it actually is, but Kyle Jarrett picking up the checkered flag and coming home with the money, honey, tonight. A little bit of an early Christmas present there in that one for the 45 machine of Kyle Jarrett, as he gets it done here, going green to checkered and picking up the checkered flag here in the House Holder Racing Dirt Street Stock Christmas Clash. Blake Doyle coming home in position number 2 in that 38 machine, and a nice little Christmas paint scheme there for the 38 ride as well. And William Hargraves coming home in position number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere, as we're going to jump right into the Discord here, as we're going to have our post-race interviews with our top 3 drivers. As you see William Hargraves jumping back out onto the racetrack here. He's going to get lined up for a photo, as well as Hargraves coming home there in position number 3 in that Dirt Panda number 71H ride. But it's all Kyle Jarrett, man. Kyle Jarrett with a heck of a run in that Get a Bumper Motorsports House of Speed Cocky Floyd Consulting number 45 ride, getting the job done here tonight. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see those checkered flags up in the chat right now. Let's see a lot of these checkered flags fly, as that was a heck of a race, a heck of a run right there. Let's see those checkered flags up in the chat. And let's see some hashtags. Let's see some hashtags. Number 45 there for Kyle Jarrett, picking up the win as well. So let's see those checkered flags. Let's see those hashtags flying in the chat right here for our race winner, Kyle Jarrett, as we're going to get ready to pull him into the Discord for his post-race interview. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are also just tuning in and you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. Make sure you type into the chat that exclamation mark follow, which exclamation mark notify. And if you are a subscriber, hit that exclamation mark support button, and it will tell you exactly how long you've been a subscriber. And anybody, if you want to become part of the Peacemaker Sub Club, join the exclusive group, and a little bit more one-on-one time with yours truly, hit that subscribe button and become part of the Peacemaker Sub Club today, as we continue to work on getting to our goal of 25 subscribers. And man, we have non-stop giveaways and prizes and awesome things for all of our subscribers, man, all of our subscribers. Well done, racers. Exactly, Behold the Lemons. Exactly, my girl. Those racers put on a heck of a show, a heck of a race right there. Adam says, let's go, Team House of Speed. Absolutely, my boy. Team House of Speed doing a great job out there tonight, man. Kyle doing a good job holding these guys off for a little bit there. It looked like he was going to have a lot of battling to have to contend with, as you saw Seth Castle right there trying to work his way up there as well, who was involved in every caution. This guy, I saw, Ty. We noticed. Don't worry. Don't think I didn't notice, because we definitely noticed you were in every single caution flag that race, okay? And even the one that wasn't a caution flag at the white flag, you were still in that one as well and missed out on the money. Dang, bro. Just nowhere to go. Boom, there I am. Yep, every time. That's the way it goes. Some days you're a magnet, and some days, you're not. And tonight you were a magnet out there, and everything just kind of went right towards you, unfortunately. Yo, Josh, a ringer coming in with that heart reaction. Josh coming in, smashing that heart. Let's go, my dude. What is that? Shandine Regis coming in with that like as well. Cortland Jonathan Knowles coming in with that like. Al Lucier coming in with that like as well. V2R coming in with that like on the stream as well. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, chat. All right. It's time. We're going to bring Kyle Jarrett down here into the Discord for his post-race interview. See these drivers in here. We're going to unmute ourselves as we're going to get ready to bring our race winner, Kyle Jarrett, here for his post-race interview. I don't have the ability to drag people. I need to drag people. There we go. Hey, Kyle, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Kyle, my boy, what a race, what a run out there tonight, man. It looked like, for a little while you were absolutely shot out of a cannon. You were running away with it. And then all of a sudden, a couple of drivers caught back up to you. They were right there nipping at your rear bumper for quite a few laps, but you were able to hold them all off here. You jump up there, you pull away after that last caution flag, and from that point on, man, you never looked back as you had nothing but clean track in front of you, and you just kept hitting your marks perfectly lap after lap after lap, and you parked that House of Speed number 45 ride down here in Victory Lane, picking up a little bit of an extra payday and picking up that checkered flag, man. Take us back through that race and how you got it done, and how excited are you to be able to be up here in the broadcast booth and in Victory Lane?
Yeah, on these big tracks, it's so hard to break the draft at all with these cars. And, I figured once Seth was always there, and it sucks that Will ended up killing him. But, yeah, like you said, it's just about hitting your marks here. And, it was pretty cool to see Blake make his way up to second there. And I was hoping Hopkins would have been up there a little bit so I could at least would have been feeling better after he beat me for dirt car.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Some great racing all around the racetrack, man. But for 60 laps, it was all right there in your rear view mirror. You didn't really have any action there in front of you except for, your front bumper. And, it's hard, these longer races, these bigger tracks, and, a few caution flags there to really keep your head in the game to continue to hit those marks without making really too many mistakes. But you do a great job of it here tonight. You parked that ride down here in Victory Lane. How did you keep your focus here in this long race with these dirt street stocks, Kyle?
After you run these cars for a while, you just get a feel of, where to run and when to run it, and, just paying attention to when the track changes. And, Chris was helping me out there, telling me what the line I needed to run was. And, at the end of the day, I ended up getting it done. So huge thank you to him and JC and everyone at House of Speed.
Absolutely, man. We also have a couple of your fans up in the stands here as well. We got Adam Carlisle telling us that he is your biggest fan. He's been cheering you on here all night long in the chat. He's pretty stoked to see you down here in Victory Lane.
Yeah, I got to thank Adam too. He didn't thank me on his dirt car win, but, he's been thanking me now. So thanks to Adam for, being my biggest cheerleader out there.
Absolutely, my boy. Absolutely. All right, Kyle. Congratulations picking up the checkered flag here tonight. Who would you like to thank for such a wicked performance out there on the racetrack?
Thank Chris and JC and Hauser. And I got to thank Gage and Brunson for letting me run their half and half car there. A little bit of a memorial for them since they got out of iRacing. And thanks to Householder for putting this on, and you for putting on a good broadcast.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congrats on picking up the win. Hopefully, we'll see you back down here in Victory Lane a few more times before the end of the year, as that 45 ride looking very stout once again in these dirt street stocks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Kyle Jarrett, as Jarrett coming home there in position number 1, picking up the checkered flag. What a race, what a run there for that 45 ride. As we're going to get ready for our second place finisher here, we're going to quickly take a look here as well. I do see your question up there, Carrie. Who was the hard charger? That is a great question. We'll have to take a look here real quick. Graded 12th, moved up 6 positions. Cam Campbell 18th to 7th. That's 11 positions on the racetrack. That is 7. Looks like the hard charger would definitely be Cam Campbell in the 8 ride, going from 18th to 7th position there in this one. So it looks like Cam Campbell with the hard charger. Bradley Means picking up the extra $10 for finishing in 8th position on the racetrack as well, thanks to James Stockton. As, man, these guys put on a heck of a run, a heck of a drive here, as we're going to pull our second place finisher now, Blake Doyle, into the Discord for his post-race interview. Sorry, a little bit of a frog in my throat there. Holy. All right, we're going to pull Mr. Blake Doyle here into the Discord. Hey, Blake, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Man, how are you?
Not too bad, Blake, my boy. What a run, man. What a race. Man, how much are you sweating right now as we saw you guys battling very, very hard behind that 45 ride? We saw some good 3-wide battling there with you right in the middle. Down on the bottom side, you were throwing that car any which area that you could. And you come home in that second spot. A great finish here, a solid run tonight with such a stacked field of racers out there on the racetrack.
Yeah, man, it was always going to be a tough race for anybody involved in that one. When you got drivers like Kyle and William and Seth and all those guys in there, I mean, there's a bunch of good names that hard to beat any track you go to. Fortunately, I've got a lot of seat time, and Volusia is kind of a little bit special to me as one of the first tracks that I got when I got on here, and obviously, I like the place, so it was a fun run. Definitely some interesting moves going on, but we brought it home in 2, and we're happy with it.
Absolutely, man. A heck of a run, a heck of a drive there as we saw you guys slicing and dicing all the way around there. We saw you slowly but surely close in a little bit on Kyle Jarrett. You know, a few times, you know, Kyle would hit those restarts pretty good. He would start to pull away a little bit, but once you guys kind of got a little bit more, you know, organized behind him, a little bit side by side, you guys would draft right back up to him, and he'd get right almost to his back bumper, but unfortunately just no one could really find a way to get around him there, even after so many laps of being right there glued to his back bumper. We saw Seth Castle try a few times. We saw Hargraves try. You know, we saw a few drivers try it, but just quite couldn't get it done. You had a few more laps there. Do you think you would have been able to reel him in and give it a shot yourself here late in this race?
I feel like I definitely would have been able to reel him in, but without doing something dodgy, I don't think that I would have been able to pass him. Kyle's a good driver. He's fast himself, and he knows what the right line is to run. And I'm not gonna throw a bumper to somebody like Kyle and try to take over, a win. It's just not the kind of driver I am. So I might have caught him, but I probably wouldn't have passed him. But we would have tried. If he'd have slipped up, I'd have been there, and I'd have waved at him passing if I could.
Absolutely, absolutely, my dude. All right, Blake. Well, congrats on the solid second place run here tonight, man. Who would you like to thank for such a wicked performance here in this one?
First off, all you guys, everybody over at Peacemaker Gaming, Householder, everybody involved in putting this little show on. This was absolutely fun. It was a blast, and it was definitely a workout. So first and foremost, you guys, I got to thank everybody at Trash Panda Mafia, my wife who throws together these wraps for me in a pinch for these races like this. I don't know if you noticed the old Christmas colors and the Grinch rocking tonight, but we figured Christmas Clash, we're gonna go all out for it, and so I got to thank her a bunch for putting these cars together last minute. Trash Panda Mafia, all my guys over there. KC Speedworks, got to thank Kilgore. The dude's awesome and it sets you in the right direction.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Kilgore always putting up some good sets there for you guys, and looked like that setup was working very well here for you tonight, but unfortunately coming up one spot short of that 45 ride. Blake, congrats on the second place run, my dude, and hopefully we'll see you back down here, in the broadcast booth in the near future.
Yeah, man, we'll definitely be seeing you good soon. Kyle Jared, good race, brother. We'll see you guys soon.
Absolutely, Blake. Have yourself a wonderful night.
Justice for Seth.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Blake Doyle, as Blake Doyle coming home in position number 2 here tonight, man. A great race, a great finish there for that number 38 machine, as he's right there in that second spot. Yo, Byler Akey coming in, becoming a brand new follower. Byler, welcome to the Peacemaker fam, coming in, showing that love, hitting that follow button. Patrick Stake coming in with that like as well. Actually, the heart reaction. Patrick coming in, showing that love, baby. Let's go, chat. All right. Here we go. We're going to pull our third place finisher in now. The 71H ride of William Hargraves. As Hargraves coming home in position number 3 here tonight. Give it up for that 71 ride of William Hargraves. As Hargraves coming home here in that third spot. A good run. He was up there battling hard all night long, just like everybody else, man. No one out there wasn't working hard on that racetrack, and a good thing for William Hargraves as he comes home in that third spot and earns himself a little bit of an extra payday here tonight. Hey, William, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Aaron.
Man, oh man, William, what a run out there. We saw you beating and banging, battling all around this racetrack. We saw you battling with Zeph Castle and Blake Doyle and all these guys for so many laps. A lot of good 2x2 and, 3-wide racing there for that second spot. We saw you right on the back bumper of Kyle Jarrett for quite a few laps there. Unfortunately, you just couldn't find your way around that 45 ride, but when the dust settled, you came across the line in position number 3 here tonight. Take us back through that race and, how you ended up here, and are you happy with that third place run?
Yeah, it was for the most part, it was a really good race. I got to I want to start off and say sorry to Seth there. I really didn't try to muff him there like that. I tried to leave him a line, and I just slid up a little bit too far. Like I said, that was my fault. Anybody that knows me knows I don't race dirty by any means, and I wouldn't do it intentional. So like I said, I just want to say sorry about that. But yeah, overall, it was a good race. I mean, early on in the race, I don't remember what restart it was, the first one or second one there. We went into turn 1, and I got a little bit door and got punched up back and fell back a little bit, and then I had to race my way back forward and another restart and whatnot. And I was catching them, and like you said there, I was working up to Seth and Kyle there for a while, and I got down. I was running that bottom side there, and Seth kind of ran over my right rear a little bit, got back by me. But had that not happened, I might have had something a little more for Kyle. I don't know. Either way, it was just good, tight racing, and I guess we'll take third tonight.
Absolutely, my boy. A great run, a great drive out there, and we saw a lot of great battles all around the racetrack. But you come home with a little bit of an extra payday, coming home in that third spot, getting that extra $25. Make that Saturday night a little bit better of a Saturday night, Aaron, and that little bit of an extra payday. But William, a good solid run, a solid third place finish, ending up here on the podium, earning a little bit of money and having a great race. Everyone knew that you were out there. We saw some of the fans up in the stands cheering you on, hoping that 71 ride was going to be that little bit of an underdog pass for the lead late in the race. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get there to give those fans that, but I know they're all pretty stoked and pretty happy to see you come home here in the third spot. William, who do you got to thank for such a solid run here tonight?
I'd like to congratulate Kyle on the win and Blake for getting second. Hell of a race, boys. Yeah, you guys deserved it. I'd like to thank you for doing the broadcast. I got to thank Kyle for putting this race on for us. Overall, I think it was a pretty good race, and he did a good job of that. And hopefully maybe he'll do some more of them and whatnot. I got to thank my Dirt Panda Racing teammates. I got to thank KC Speedworks. I got to thank MalmElectricMotorsales.com, Viv's Retail Liquor, Wild Bill's Race Designs, and just all the supporters and fans and everybody that comes out and does this weekly and whatnot. And thanks a lot, guys.
Absolutely, William. Congratulations, my boy, on the third place run. Hopefully we'll see you back down here in the broadcast booth before the end of the year, as I know we still got quite a few races and some other good money races coming up that hopefully we'll see that 71H ride in attendance for some of those races as well.
Yeah, you betcha, Aaron. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. You're doing a hell of a job, dude.
Thank you. All right, William, have yourself a good night, my dude.
You as well, man. Thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for William Hargraves. As Hargraves coming home there in position number 3. A heck of a run, a heck of a drive here tonight by the 71 ride of William Hargraves as he gets that third spot on the evening. But it was all Kyle Jarrett out in front. Kyle Jarrett picking up the checkered flag, man. That was a heck of a run, a heck of a drive, man. All these drivers doing a fantastic job. And we got our we got the man that made all the magic happen up here in the broadcast booth as well. We're gonna pull Mr. Kyle Householder up here, as I'm sure he's going to have some nice words to all the sponsors and all the fans that are still hanging out here with us as this one comes to a close. Yo, what's good, Kyle? How you doing, my boy?
Oh, we are doing.
That's good. That's good. I'm sure you jumped up here. I'm sure you got some, some things you want to say here to all the fans that are in the stands and everything else here for putting on this wicked Christmas clash.
Yes, I want to thank all my guys here for Householder Racing DSS League. First off, putting on these events isn't easy. These dirt street stock guys, myself included. I don't race in my leagues, but I do race competitively on here, and these guys are good. I mean, the guys you saw in this race tonight, even though it wasn't a full field, were some of the best on here. Nose to tail racing the whole time. There were some small minor cautions, some some netcode stuff, some small bumps, but overall I think it went really good. But I want to thank all my team. I want to thank everybody who competed and signed up. Hopefully we can keep growing down the road here, do some more races, and like I said, ultimately we do it to be fair. There's no teams associated with any of the admins, so we do that just to be fair across the board. But I just want to thank everybody. Thank you for doing the broadcast. It's you're the best in the business by far. So
Beauty, absolutely, man. That's what I like to hear on a nightly basis. Is that we're doing something right over here, and you guys are obviously doing something right over there, man. Putting on wicked races like this, man. Getting on a Saturday night, getting somewhat closer to Christmas, man. It's hard to draw in a good crowd of drivers, especially for the dirt street stocks. But you guys did a great job here in this one, getting everyone to jump in here and jump on board, and obviously, a few sponsors and a few other guys throwing in some extra little bit of bonus money as well to make that pot a little bit better here for all the drivers, and a little bit of a good way to give back to some of the guys here on the sim that put that work in and continue to grind, and a good little way to help them earn a little bit extra money here before the holidays kick off.
yeah, we TC Race Cars. Charlie Clace, he's one of the admins here, and he put some extra money up. Householder Racing, obviously, I don't really consider us a contributor, but we donated money. Householder Rentals, and we did have Cameron Campbell. He was obviously racing, but he put up a Hard Luck Award, which we still need to determine who that is, and we had a Hard Charger Award. That was put up by TC Race Cars, and we had, I forget, Ty Dickinson, I apologize. It was Sweet Tea Gang, I believe.
Yeah.
It was $10 for the top driver with 0 incident points, which obviously I believe was Kyle Jared. So overall, like I said, it was very, very good, I thought. But very, very fun. It was very good racing. Just to sit and watch that was pretty intense at times, 3 and 4 wide.
Absolutely it was, man. Some wicked racing there on the racetrack, man. These guys put on a heck of a show for everybody in the stands and everybody watching, man. I'm sure all these drivers are going to enjoy that one, going back and watching, seeing what happened. And that's one of the best things that these drivers like is these broadcasts, is they got to go back and they got to kind of rewatch exactly what all the other guys were doing. As much as you can see what the car in front of you is doing throughout the race, you can't really tell what the leaders are doing or some of the other guys that are moving through the field are doing to work their way towards the front. But they gotta go back, rewatch the broadcast, and they gotta see what these guys were doing to pick up that extra little bit of speed. They can kind of learn a little bit and take some notes on what they may need to do for the next time that they're in that situation to try to work their way towards the front.
Yeah, no doubt. Like I said, these guys are good. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I've raced with them. I know how they are. It's a battle, to say the least. There's no lack of talent, and some of these guys have been doing this a while, so it's definitely tough. And like I said, shout out to all of them. So
absolutely. All right, Kyle. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to call it theirs. I'm going to get ready to go to work, man. But congrats on putting on a great race. And, and congrats again to all the racers for putting on a heck of a show.
Yeah, once again, thank you.
Absolutely. All right, talk to you later, Kyle.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Mr. Householder as he puts on a heck of a show there, a heck of a heck of a league, man. A heck of a league with all these drivers jumping on board, and putting on a heck of a show here for us tonight. And once again, a huge congrats to all of the drivers out here tonight, man. Each and every one of you for putting on a heck of a battle here tonight, man. You guys put on a great show, man. You guys put on a great show here for us, man. And you guys really made these things look like a lot of fun. Hey, Aaron, when are you racing again? I will be live again tomorrow night. We do have another, what is that? Man, words are evading me right now. Not American Dirt Series. Oh my gosh, I can't even think. Another Slick Track Challenge race with the not Sim 500. Holy smokes, chat! I'm losing my mind here. I can't even think right now. Who is Sunday nights? Sunday nights. I can't even think of them, but we got some racing tomorrow night that we're gonna be doing. We got some racing tomorrow night. I know. Dirt Series Promotions. That's who it is. It was like on the tip of my tongue. I just couldn't get it out there. I was trying to spit it, couldn't come out, bro. It just could not come out. All right, we got the Dirt Series Promotions. Race number 10 for the Slick Track Challenge. It is free to enter, so if anybody wants to jump in and run that race tomorrow night as well, get a hold of Dirt Series Promotions on Facebook, and you guys can get in there and jump in with that fun as well. Yo, Mr. Adam Carlisle coming in, becoming a subscriber over on YouTube as well. Adam, my boy, becoming a subscriber on YouTube. If you guys haven't already, make sure you check us out on YouTube, as we're live on YouTube, and we're also live on Twitch as well. We're live on all 3 channels here, all 3 main broadcasting networks. Reach more and more people on a nightly basis, and we've seen some crazy numbers across the board, and it's continuing to get better and better every single night. And that's thanks to every one of you guys for tuning in, man. All the fans in the stands, you guys make this thing so much fun. Seeing you guys up here on a weekly basis, man, was a lot of fun and awesome to see. But unfortunately, chat, we are going to call it there. Kerry, absolutely, my boy. Absolutely, homie. Hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow night. We'll be live probably around 8:30-ish, somewhere in that area, maybe a little bit before 8:30, as we're going to get ready for the Slick Track Challenge. Obviously, that's going to be a lot of fun, as it's 100% slicked off. There is zero traction on these racetracks, and they're going to battle it out and duke it out all night. I do believe in the UMP Modifieds. It's either the UMP Modifieds or the 358 Modifieds that they're in tomorrow night, and they're going to be duking it out and trying to work around a racetrack that's completely burnt off. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch. But thank y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Congratulations again to our top 3 and all of our drivers. But Kyle Jarrett picking up that checkered flag and coming home with the extra money, honey, tonight, as he wins the Householder Dirt Street Stock Series Christmas Clash. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out, baby. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! What a race. What a show, baby. Oh!